It's time for another little throwback hunt in Alabama. The lessons that you can learn from this one are you don't always have to go real far from the truck. We were right at the gate, man. So and had a heck of a flock of turkeys. The ones we end up killing come from way far off, come and join the flock. Also, if you know my dad and like hearing his stories after a hunt, there's a pretty good one there at the end of this, just to kind of wrap up this video. So another throwback, Alabama, right at the truck, right at the gate. So whenever you're walking in there 3, 4, 5 miles, especially early season, they might be closer to the truck. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you got the road covered, though. Yeah. Keep it in the road. That's 70 yards. They're in the road. Yeah. Listen, strutting. You jumped the phone wheel. Yeah, be still. Did she jump off the log? Do what? Did she jump off the log? I never saw her on the log. Oh, she's right there. Okay. You see her? Yeah. Right there, you're dumping her all over again. Watch this truck. Watch this truck. Get your gun down the road. Don't so much, Dave. Second one. Second one.
Where did they come from?
Man, I heard them gobble about.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I didn't hear it.
Goose high, man.
He got a little life in him still.
Good shot.
Oh, man, I was so gimped up, Chad. I mean, I was in a bind, to say the least.
Huh.
Hey, where's your dad? I think he's probably a 2-year-old. Doesn't have a huge rope on him. There you go, buddy. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you.
Little 2-year-old. Maybe Dad got your brother just a second ago.
Some other turkeys are right there strutting.
Whew. Chad, that was large fun. Large fun. Whew. I guess that was worth 8-hour drive and 3 hours of sleep.
Yes, it was, brother.
You ready to do it again next weekend?
Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Awesome, awesome. Bring him out here. Let's see him, man. Tell us what happened here, man.
Well, this and his brother actually weren't the ones we were hunting. And right out here, we had 3 of them, and we worked them close. But they just wouldn't commit to coming all the way in. Saw the hen one time. She got up on the log and yelped at us a little bit. And there's just nothing you can do in this thin cut. You're pinned down, you can't move. So we just had to sit tight, and all of a sudden, Chad said that he'd heard one gobble behind us, and I didn't hear it. And all of a sudden, I said, Chad, they're strutting behind us. And then Chad said, well, yeah. And then just like that, he said, I see him. And I was so gimped up in a bind. I was shaking. I was cramping up. And finally, I saw one of those gobbler heads, and they just took a few minutes, and they eased out in the road. I'm trying to... Man, that's about as far as I feel like shooting one.
That's a good 40 steps.
That's just about as far as I can shoot one. So anyway, I had enough nerve to calm my cramps down and take a shot, and here he is.
Awesome.
And I'm hoping once we get down the road here in just a second, we're going to get some more good news from Randy.
Life is good.
And this was 6:15. And by the time I got up here, I mean, that's a long time after daylight here.
Yeah.
It was an hour after daylight, you know. I ain't heard nothing, you know. And I heard a gobble. Well, I'm over here and I get to the fork because I'm about to decide to go down that road. And well, what? And there's a truck. I mean, and there's some calls later.
Yeah, thanks for getting my calls for me.
Anyway, so I'm standing here going, and then all of a sudden, those I heard one gobble up here, okay? And I went, well, I must have miscoursed it. So I ease up on the bank, and I stand there a long time, and then I hear you down the road down here yelping and cutting hard. And I said, well, no. I said, they're hunting that. And I said, you know, but I'll still hang. So I got in this thicket right here, and I went down that thicket because it's dark, you know, and I got in that thicket and then waiting for this one to gobble, really, you know, because y'all are hunting somewhere, but it sounded like you were just casting calls. It didn't sound like you was hunting.
Well, that's what we were doing then.
I swear you were just casting because you even cut at the end and everything. So I'm like going, they're not really on them, but they heard him gobble. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm standing there, and finally I get down in this a little bit, and then I call a little bit, and I made a little aggressive call, and this one gobbles down in the hole down here. And I said I knew that sucker was down there. So I eased down in there, he's down in there, and I finally, not sure what to do, and I sat down, and I keep looking, and I'm looking, and then I see him right down there. And I think he's by himself. He spins in circles and spins in circles, and he gets in there, I know now, by at least 40. I'm thinking 60, probably 30. And I'm looking, and he's looking for me. Anyway, I'm talking for 30 minutes, 20 minutes anyway. And the story was finally this deer come easing by me, and he kind of went around a little brush pile in a bend. I'm kind of on this bank. I'm on this steep bank. I'm in this bottom almost right here. And he went around this bend, and the wind blew a little bit, and I didn't really sure. And then I heard a gibble up here right before I shot. Not very long before I shot. Y'all hear
Told
it?
you.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
and I didn't hear it.
Yeah. No,
And-
it's that turkey.
All right, yeah, I heard right.
But
up
there
in
was
here.
a lot of gobbling going on for a while. You heard all that.
Mm-mm. Not where I was. There wasn't hardly any gobbling. There was no gobbling.
Every time I called right here, I'm talking about right here by the truck, like 60 steps from the truck.
All right. Well, see, I heard a gobble up here a little bit before y'all shot. Okay.
Well, that's
just
probably
right before you shot, really.
it. Might have been these then.
Probably was.
And so then all of a sudden, I realized there's more turkeys. Okay. And I thought they'd gone. You know how they do. You know? And then I start to stand up, and when I did, I just caught one to my left, saw me, and it was a hen. I saw it kind of like scurry this way toward the truck. God. So I sat down and went, I heard tom. And he's still there, you know. Tom. And then finally, I heard this gobble, then I heard y'all shoot. And then I just sit there and I went, and it's just tom, tom. And I'm looking through my lap finally to the left, and there's just wads of turkeys. And it's like, there's just like 7 or 8. And there's gobblers in them, but it's so thick, you know. Yeah. And I sit there, and I'm like, where's that strutter? Where's that strutter? And I don't know if one of them sees me, but they start to go down the hill. I don't know if y'all were coming or what. They start to go down the hill a little bit because they're on my left, and I see a couple kind of hurrying down the hill. And I just start cutting hard, and he just throws it back in the strut real quick. And then he just finally stands there, and I'm looking through there, and I'm going, that's 50. They are shot. They're leaving. I went, ooh, it's 23 steps.
Good grief.
23 steps. I'm telling you, visually, it's just unreal what stuff will do to you, you know, because it's like, you know.
That's cool, man.
Isn't that cool? That right there's a
He's a
heavy
pretty
gobbler,
good
by
size.
golly.
Yeah.
Well, he's a 2-year-old, and the other one's show up.
Feel
Pick up
how-
that toenail, Dad.
This thing, yeah, check it
I
out.
have never seen something like that. You can't do that in the Ozarks.
That is a toenail, isn't it? He got some nice spurs on him. You know, he's 2.5. He's 2 or 3. He might be 3.
He's 3.
Yeah, he's probably 3. But I guarantee you, this turkey does not weigh 14 or 15 pounds. You know, that turkey weighs close to 20.
He may not be 20, but he's considerably heavier than that one.
Oh,
It's weird,
I
isn't it?
guarantee you, that's 19 pounder.
That's that, you know, the little bully on the block, you know.
Yeah, and look at little old beard he's got on him. He's not too strutted off to be strutting all the time. He's so short to the ground, you figure he'd at least be strutted down.
Must have been strutting some. Man, that's cool.
I'm telling you, I didn't think I was gonna kill one forever because once he got away that first time, he didn't get away, but out of my sight. You know, it's so thick there wasn't anything that moved. You know.
Cool.